This is the Smash Bros roster. Everyone currently has one space. What I'm gonna do is generate a random character, Lucas. He's played by Dynamite, so he's gonna choose a character around him to attack. He went for Sonic. So now those two will be put in a battle, and whoever wins will take the loser's space on the roster. The player that goes on to take over the entire roster wins. This is Smash Bros Imperialism, and I'm doing it with 86 real people. There's plenty of rules to go over and people to introduce, but first, let's hop into some action. Lucas vs Sonic, Dynamite vs Chaos Metallics, the first match. Metallics has a homing attack shielded as Dynamite misses an up smash. Then Sonic kicks him and into the void he goes. Dynamite breaks this smash ball and immediately uses it. Now Sonic's being tossed around like a pinball. He survives, but then gets slapped into the blast zone by a PK fire. They're messing around over here now. Chaos Metallics air dodges into the air and forgets how to grab the ledge. From there, Dynamite finishes him off with the forward smash. Chaos Metallics' Sonic is the first character eliminated. That's quite a comical outcome. Usually in Smash Imperialism, I'll only remove the loser from the generator, but this time I'm removing both the loser and the winner so that everyone plays relatively soon. Second match, Ganondorf was generated. Infernix is the player. He went for Jigglypuff, but there was a problem with that. The Jigglypuff player left the server literally 9 minutes before we started. I won't say who it was, but if you're watching, what the heck, bro? So we had to force Bat Mannington, a backup player who has no idea how to play as Jigglypuff, to play as Jigglypuff. Now, we were all expecting him to get absolutely destroyed, and you know what? That's exactly what happened. He got 3-stocked. This next one wasn't chronologically the next match, but for the sake of pacing, it is now. It was Almost Dead the Bowser versus Usagi the Link. Almost Dead command grabs Link and takes him for a ride over the cage. Usagi clicks forward smash several times and puts Bowser over 80. That's when a smash ball appears. Almost Dead neutral airs it, but kinda just falls into the void, and so he comes back and breaks it. And now he's dead again. He gets a kill with down air, but by then, the damage had been done. Almost Dead is now fully dead. Sorry, the low-hanging fruit was right there. I'm sorry. This is the roster now. We're 10 matches in, which means it's a great time to explain the rules. In my Smash Imperialism videos, there's 3 main rules. The first is the percentage advantage. If you have more spaces than your opponent, you can get a small handicap advantage. 4 more spaces results in a 10% handicap for your opponent. 4 times more spaces gives you a 20% advantage. And if you somehow have 8 times more spaces than your opponent, you'll have a 30% advantage. Simple, right? The second rule is the Smash Casino. This isn't really a rule, it's more so a regular occurrence. The Smash Casino is a wheel of random chance with 4 good, 4 bad, and 4 neutral outcomes. Every 10 matches, I'm going to generate 2 random players to enter. They can actually choose whether or not they want to take the risk, but those that do will either greatly benefit or really regret it. You have good outcomes like Airstrike, which allows you to attack anyone on the board, not just those adjacent to you. But you also have bad outcomes like a permanent 10% disadvantage in all your matches, which stacks on top of regular disadvantages. And you even have neutral outcomes like Territory Trade, which obviously means you'll trade spaces with a randomly selected player. This could be both good or bad depending on the player, and I'll tell you what, this did actually happen in the video. The third rule is the Empire Clause. In my first ever Smash Imperialism video with CPUs, this was the roster before the final match. 4-Space Byleth won the final match and ended up winning the entire thing by playing 2 matches. So I added the Empire Clause, which states, if you have 16 or more spaces and lose, you'll only lose half of your total space. So if you lose with 20 spaces, you'll actually keep 10 of them and your opponent takes 10. If you lose with an odd number over 16, you'll keep the higher number in the split. To put it simply, just take a look at this graph. This is how you determine life count based on the number of spaces a player has. And if it wasn't already obvious, we're playing on random normal stages with no items on but the Smash Ball, and we have a select number of stages banned. Well, it's been 10 matches, so let's spin the Smash Casino for the first time. The first character generated was Simon. He's played by Dylan, who agreed to enter. His outcome was a red bad one, Reverse Empire Clause. For Dylan's next 2 matches, his opponents have the Empire Clause, regardless of their space count. After that, I generated Greninja, played by Spoon. He also agreed to enter. He got a green good one. Airstrike. I already explained this earlier, but next time Spoon is generated, he can attack whoever he wants. Anyways, that's enough yapping. Let's get into some battles. Piranha Plant was generated. Eoghan, the plant player, decided to go for Bowser Jr., who's played by Epic J Rules. Okay, it's actually pronounced Owen, but Eoghan sounds funnier. Epic J forward smashes him. Owen sends a spike ball out of desperation, then gets forwarded into the blast zone. Owen takes this smash ball, but uses it it on the wrong side of the stage. He gets bullied some more. Epic J up airs into an up air. He kills again with forward air. Owen finally answers back with forward smash, but then Epic J breaks a smash ball, and that's that. Shout out to Owen for helping update the screenshots though. Alright, in for Nyx vs Captain Falcon, who's being played by a backup, Oscar, because the original Captain Falcon was at a birthday party. Captain Falcon gets killed by forward smash. Captain Falcon gets killed by up smash. Captain Falcon gets killed by final smash. Yeah, this was a match. Now we got Pokemon trainer Brandon versus Wii Fit trainer Beyonce fan. Beyonce fan uses forward smash to the left and kills Charizard to the right. So Brandon doesn't kill back. In fact, he almost dies again to the final smash. Beyonce fan smacks him with the volleyball and kills again with up air. Now Brandon's down a stock. Man just starts clicking side B. He's trying to land an aerial as if it was some sick game of Marco Polo. The Beyonce fan summons a ball but forgets the volley part. Brandon uses Flare Blitz again and seals the deal. He comes back from being down a stock. Corrin and Byleth were next. Alex vs Ruby. Alex kills while breaking a smash ball and pulls a taunt. He deals decent damage with the final smash, then dies to forward smash. Eventually he uses a down air, and Byleth, Sword of the Creator, becomes the sword of can't grab the ledge. Banjo is generated next. The Banjo player is named Dr. Pepper. Pretend that's Dr. Pepper. This guy. He opted to go for the random space. And because we didn't want to deal with random players being unknowingly revived and waiting for them to respawn, we made random a free space. The drawback? You have to enter the Smash Casino. Dr. Pepper was well aware of this and he was hyped up. He got expansion lock. Your next win won't get you anything. Terry was generated next and he went right for Banjo. Dr. Pepper told a few of his buddies about this entire situation and they ended up creating an octopus cult in the live chat apparently. Banjo got a kill with side B, then Red Case, the Terry, tried edge guarding but missed the recovery. He did manage to make it a one-stock game but then died to the forward air. The octopus cult was going crazy after this, but of course Terry's still alive thanks to the expansion lock. Greninja was generated next. Spoon had an airstrike and used it on Olimar, played by Scraggy, but these two came to a compromise in that same channel. Why must you attack me, dear friend? I'm so sorry, but I want to verse Olimar, man. Watch you win anyway. I feel so betrayed. Are you good? I don't know. Wait, Johnny, can I change my mind? I've come to an agreement. We have reached a compromise. No. And so Olimar won anyway. Next was Meta Knight, played by Shizrai, up against Zelda, played by Cool, also known as Logan. Shizrai starts off super fast. He uses side B, then punishes the recovery with forward smash. He uses that side special a couple more times, then jabs him. He punishes the recovery with forward smash. Logan tries answering back, but Shizrai just keeps pressuring him. His Knight attack misses, and he gets killed with forward smash. Shizrai is one of those players that many predicted to go far, so he's one to look out for. Anyways, Isabelle was generated next. So since we have real people, they'll be inclined to form teams with each other. It was more like peace deals where you promise to be nice to each other and help each other out or whatever. The reason I'm saying this is because Zera, the Isabelle player, attacked Tinnerus, the Kazuya player. These two are technically part of the same team, the creatively named Imperialism Alliance, but Zera's also part of another team conveniently named the Zera Mafia, along with like 55 other people. Team 2 convinced her to go for Tinnerus in Team 1. Zera ended up winning, and man was there some bad blood between these two, holy cow. Final match before the second Smash Casino, it was Pac-Man vs Simon, Paxter vs Dylan. Except no, Dylan couldn't make it, so a backup had to step in for Simon, Whimsicott. Paxter chucks half the farmer's market until Simon's finally out of recovery range. He kicks him out into the air again, Whimsicott falls into the void, but Paxter gets spared by the stage transformation. Simon breaks the smash ball, but misses. Pac throws an orange, and there's that match. This is the current state of the roster after 20 matches. Meta Knight, Duck Hunt, and Bowser Jr. have 3 spaces, but there really isn't anything notable just yet. Alright, Snake's been generated for the Smash Casino. Keaton is the player. He happily agreed and got faux possessed. Force your next opponent to use a character in his or her space that isn't their main fighter. Opponent chooses which character. The second victim is Ice Climbers. That's Luigi wins. He wanted Luigi, but he had to settle for Ice Climbers. He actually chose not to enter. Didn't want to take the risk. So that's how we ended up with Banjo, the return of Dr. Pepper. He's running it back. He's getting a bad one. Live chat invader. If he gets generated again, the live chat on YouTube gets to choose who he attacks. Alright, Rosalina and Corrin were up next. Rosalina's played by G, and Corrin is supposed to be Alex, but apparently he left for a doctor's appointment 30 seconds before this match. I tried explaining to this guy that Smash Bros Imperialism was more important than that, but he wouldn't budge. So Flame Blaze had to step into play as Corrin for this match, and yeah, he got 3-stocked. Next was Palutena vs Richter, Deadeye vs Duck Go Quack. Duck Go Quack down airs into an up up air, followed by a down air into an up air. Oh, but then he down airs into an up air. Then I landed a final smash for another kill, then sealed him off with an up smash. Cloud vs Ken, Ilyes vs Urk. Urk stuns Ilyes, but he remembers you can't hit a man while he's down, so he attacks the other way. I also accidentally kicked over my switch during this, so we missed half the match. Can't hit a man while he's down, huh? Apparently you can. Anyways, V-Gunner versus the legend Banjo-Kazooie next. Cage vs Dr. Pepper. Cage starts off by gluing his thumb to the B button. He isn't spamming, he's simply repeatedly using the same attack. Dr. Pepper breaks a smash ball but misses and then gets killed. But no worries, he breaks another one and lands it this time. And then he gets killed again. Dr. Pepper is now eliminated, and the octopus cult has fallen. Anyways, that was it for day 1. I ended at live stream, and we picked up right where we left off a week later. Red Ray, the Diddy Kong, tried teaming up with Infinix. Ganondorf. Today, as we stand at this pivotal moment, I extend to you not just a handshake or a signature, but a genuine offer of peace and a shared commitment to a better future. The weight of the past is undeniable. And he just kept yapping for another 5 paragraphs. He was ignored. Alright, first match of day 2, Shulk vs Olimar. Scraggy's pink Pikmin ditches him and leaves him to die. So what happens to the Pikmin now that Olimar's dead? Do they just get left behind? Scraggy's still alive thanks to that airstrike space. Yes, it functions as a second life. Ice Climbers vs Samus. Luigi wins as the Ices player. He activates his final smash and kills Mariomin Samus at 0%. That was a crazy moment. Pokemon Trainer vs Ike. Up B. It was all up B. Pretty sure Brandon's now traumatized from hearing Ike won. Fishing rods on the win column. Sephiroth vs Steve. Raymer King vs Wooper Guy. Steve vs the wall. Raymer King hits the smash ball and watches as it heads directly towards Wooper Guy mining materials down there. He kills with the final smash, but then pulls out the Elytra trying to escape the neutral B, only to fall directly into an up smash. And then we had King DDD vs Chrom. Rose vs Leo. Let's see. They attack each other. That was the most exciting part of this match. They proceeded to teabag from opposite sides of the stage. Rose pulls a reverse recovery, where you try to avoid the platforms. Leo responds by walking off the edge. Forget Mario vs Yoshi from 64 Imperialism. This is the true playing dropper mid-game match. Leo misses the final smash and ends up here, so Rose hammers him. A tad bit late, Leo walks off the edge again. Our pain finally ends as Rose sends a Gordo and falls.
I've seen better fights in Cocomelon videos.
There goes the reigning champion. Daisy saw that monstrosity and thought, hey, I can attack Chrom and get a free win. And so Lord Snom did just that. Chrom won. And so that brings us to the end of the third stretch of matches. So it's time for the Smash Casino. I generated Isabelle. Zera agreed to enter and got Airstrike. So for the second victim, I generated Pyra, played by Game Deity. At Game Deity, do you wish to enter the Smash Casino? The Crocodilian Monarch. He thought he was attacking someone. He agreed to the casino and got Airstrike. We've now had 3 people get Airstrike. What a fun wheel of random chance. Alrighty. Me Brawler vs Sora. Aurora vs Tyrant Fed. These two are supposed to be in a team, but Aurora said screw it and went for Sora. He even claimed to forget when the rest of his team confronted him about it. You rockstar. If it wasn't obvious, Aurora did end up winning this match. Wario vs Marth. Tall Nutter vs Penguin Man. Penguin Man gets the smash ball but forgets what button to press to activate it. Tall Nutter kills first and taunts and dies. He finds a smash ball of his own. Everyone knows you're not supposed to use your final smash right in front of your opponent. What was Tall Nutter thinking? Penguin Man tried stealing his 2012 Yamaha R6, but Tall Nutter wasn't having it. The match could have gone either way from there, but Penguin Man was playing aggressively, and he ultimately came out on top.
Well, day 2 ain't far, but it's okay. I'm actually shaking. Go far, Wiglet. Go far, Brandon.
Even though Brandon's already dead.
I didn't know that at the time. And hey, if I made it to day 2, anybody can win.
And he literally just wrote an entire speech. Alright, roll the montage. Penguin Man's Marth and Hero are in the lead. Hero's played by Amari, who's actually a fellow Smash Bros creator. Anyways, it's Smash Casino time. Pyro was generated. Again. Let's see what happens this— what the heck? Frick. Hold on, let me just check this. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Game Deity got disadvantage percentage, which flips any handicap advantages present in his next 3 matches. Chrom got generated next. Leo wasn't taking no risk though, he denied. So that's how Ness ended up being generated, played by Cringy Gamers. He got space bisection, which splits your space in half. There's a slight issue with that. We just ended up doing nothing and moving on. Alright, 5th stretch of matches. We're starting off with Robin vs. Chrom. Robin's played by William DM, who is one of the most feared players going into this. Right off the bat, William's clicking specials and forward airs. Leo's jumping back and forth like it's some trampoline park. William interferes and kills while at 8%. He gets several thunders off to bring Leo back to 90. The stage transforms. William lands an arc fire and knocks him out again with up smash. Leo finally answers back. He grabs the smash ball but has it knocked out. William is not holding back. Forward smash, neutral special, finally the forward air for the win. Alrighty, Little Mac vs Ike, Doppio vs Fishing Rod. They're getting a little static until the smash ball appears. That's mine, says Ike. No it ain't, says Little Mac. Yes it is, says Ike. And so Fishing Rod takes it and soars into the depths of the blast zone. Maybe it's just side B into the void day. Doppio hits Fishing Rod over the ledge, so he recovers. Then gets hit out over the ledge, so he recovers. Then gets hit out over the ledge, so he recovers. And finally dies. Physics. Fishing Rod gets kill screen, then tries recovering 3 times before finally dying. Now we got Dr. Mario vs Kirby, Chris vs Muffin, who has over 600 warns in the Discord server. This match wasn't anything crazy. Chris had a good lead most of the time and ended up 2-stocking. Peach vs Donkey Kong, Tags vs NotPythagoreas. Tags side B's Pythagoras out into the air. He doesn't even try recovering, man just whirls into the void. I don't know what happened there, but Pythagoras didn't move for a solid 7 seconds, trying to process what the heck just happened. Tags continues dominating and wins the match. He confidently claims to be the world's biggest Peach fan. Anyone dare to challenge him in the comment section? Diddy Kong and Little Mac were next. The original Little Mac suddenly had to go to work at around this time, so Cool, the eliminated Zelda player, had to step in as Little Mac. The people who lost on day 1 held a mini losers bracket Imperialism, and Cool actually won that. Let's see how he fares against Red Ray. Will he redeem himself, or will he lose twice? He'll get headbutted by a monkey on a jetpack and lose twice. Tags is back again, and he was able to 3-stock Ellonzy, the Mario player. Ellonzy got hit past the railing, he got hurt from the stage moving, then misses the up B, but gets saved by the floor, then he misses the up B again and gets saved again, then ricochets off the wall and dies. The floor just gave up on him after this, it just let Ellonzy fall and die. After that, we had the interesting matchup of Ness vs Ganondorf. You see, in Nix, the Ganondorf wasn't responding, and by then we had cycled through most of the backups. So I said, first person under this message gets to be Ganondorf, and it was Muffin, the eliminated Kirby player. So we played the match with him as Ganondorf, and he proceeded to get 2-stocked by Cringy. But these two are actually part of the same team called Smash Shower Sweats. People started pinning Muffin for intentionally losing to give Cringy the free space. I tried arguing that this could have been a strategy that teams can use, but then I came to the conclusion that Muffin isn't smart enough to plan that all out, and it was just a coincidence. Next was Lucario vs Game & Watch, Navy vs Tyler Pro. Tyler started off by using every aerial in his moveset. He lands a down smash and down air, and all of a sudden Navy's at 87. He starts clicking up air and kills with forward air. Navy breaks a smash ball as Tyler down airs a little further than he'd like. He dodges the final smash with the help of his parachute, then continues dominating. He's already got Navy over 100 again. A forward air bomb sends him flying across the stage. He counters an up air, which sends him flying to the right. So he uses up B to the left, which gets punished and he dies again. From there, Tyler just keeps landing hit after hit. He's already got Navy at a higher percentage than him, and that's when he finally retaliates. They're at 1 stock. Navy's got that aura. Tyler dash attacks, then goes up B into up air. Navy counters the forward air, but misses the aura sphere. Tyler goes for the back air, but gets back air. Navy shoots an aura sphere, but he dodges it with up B. He sends him flying with down air, then he gets sent flying with the command grab side special. He nearly down airs into an aura sphere and tries bombing him. He lands the back air and dash attacks for big damage. He needs one more hit. He goes for the back air, but gets back aired. Navy wins. The chat approves of Navy's comeback win. And after that, Chris the Dr. Mario got back-to-back wins against Zero Suit Samus and Fox. So this is the current state of the roster. Red Ray's in first place with his bracket-shaped space. Amari, Penguin Man, and Cringy are in second place with their Tetris shapes. Oh, and Dr. Mario too. Not gonna lie, I was having Imperialism 3 flashbacks, seeing Chris in action as Dr. Mario in those previous 2 matches. We'll see how far he goes. Oh, and I didn't even realize William's Robin over here with 4 spaces. Looks like a rare candy. But yeah, still nothing too terribly crazy. Smash Casino. Creepy the Dark Samus player was generated, and he accepted. He spun 2 match, no disadvantages. Penguin Man was generated but denied. So then Cringy was generated again.
Oh, last time I did this, it gave me a bad one, but like, for the content!
He got another bad one. Expansion lock. His next win won't get him anything. Lovely. Alright, Navy's back, and he's up against Roy this time, played by Roy. Alright, Navy's getting thrown around, but no worries. He's obviously just setting up his next comeback. He comes back and dies at 20%. Okay, it's not looking good for Navy. He counters the down air and lands an F smash. He clicks forward smash again under the platform as a smash ball appears. Navy takes it, but nearly dies in the water. He's trying to get the kill first, but eventually caves in and uses it. It kills. Navy counters a forward smash and lands two very powerful up smashes. That alone kills. But then Roy comes back and finishes him with F smash. Except he doesn't. The turtle spares Navy. He clicks side B and counters the dash attack. They're both keeping their distance. Navy lands the aura sphere. Roy starts approaching him. He goes for the forward air, but gets countered. Oh, but he lives. Navy down airs him and charges up an aura sphere. Roy lands a fair, which ricochets him into the water. They switch sides. Roy tries attacking from above, but gets up smashed. Navy pulls off another improbable comeback. The server was quite hype after this. And to put a face to the name, this is the legend behind these comebacks. Then Zera airstrikes Cringy, so now we've got Isabelle vs Ness. Cringy's starting off super well. He's gatekeeping Zera with the yo-yo, and she tries recovering with a fishing rod. You see, as a villager player, that's the type of thing I would do. Cringy gets confetti poppered in the face, then takes a rocket ship to death. Or the clips back there, that works too. He immediately breaks a smash ball when he gets back and kills again. Cue the mandatory taunt. They're gatekeeping each other from entering each other's areas. Cringy uses a PK Thunder which gets shielded, so he uses another which gets parried. So he gets a little funny with the third one, but it still gets blocked. So he goes down there and kicks Zera into the wall. They both end up over here, and the back air gets Cringy the win. But of course, he has that expansion lock from earlier, so nothing actually happens. And I definitely did not forget that at first. No. Okay, so the roster's getting a bit interesting. Look at Wolf and Ken. Perfect symmetry. Fun to look at. And then look at Lucario and Robin. Amari was generated for the Smash Casino, and he said yes. He got disadvantage percentage. All handicaps will be reversed for his next 3 matches. And then Palutena was generated. Deadeye is the player, and he agreed. No gravity. This simply means launch rate is doubled for his next match. And how funny that he was the next character generated. He opted to go for Sephiroth, who's actually supposed to be a team member. You see, Raymer King, the Sephiroth, couldn't make it on day 4, and we were currently on day 3. So he sort of sacrificed himself for Deadeye, and what a sacrifice it was. Raymer King killed at 0% with a single up smash, but of course he wasn't really trying. Deadeye got all 3 kills with that explosion attack. Diddy Kong and Min Min were next. Red Ray vs Piranha Will. Right off the bat, Red Ray kills with dash attack. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to turn off double launch rate. We're on Spring Stadium now by complete chance. Piranha Will up smashes, Red Ray hits the structure on top and bounces off into the void. The same thing happens again, but this time it helps him live. One giant metal ball to the abdomen later, Red Ray's journey is over. Diddy Kong is eliminated.
I win? First place. I'm first place in the Imperialism.
For now. Bowser Jr. vs Duck Hunt now. Epic J vs Faceplant. Faceplant starts off with the advantage. He gets Epic J to 50% before taking damage himself. He starts responding with an up throw into several up airs. They trade. Faceplant forward throws into the can. A smash ball drops. They're both hitting it. Faceplant breaks it. He uses it rather soon but misses. He tries the can again but gets down smashed. Up air, up air, up air into up B. Faceplant just needs one good hit for the kill. He gets severely licked as Epic J sends a Mecha Koopa. He uses it to send Faceplant straight into the path of his forward air. He really needs the kill. Epic J up throws him and starts clicking up air, but dies in the middle of his combo. He hands Faceplant a complimentary Mecha Koopa. He's trying to side B. He uses up special. The clown card explosion sends Faceplant flying diagonally towards Epic J, who's there to finish him off with the forward air. Anyways, Navy is back. He's up against Tags. Let's see how he does this time. Navy's starting off with his usual routine of sucking initially so he can set up his comeback. Tags is chucking turnips at him. Navy lands the epic looking side B and breaks this smash ball with Aura Sphere. He uses it to get the kill. Man, Navy loves his down B. He up smashes, then throws an Aura Sphere. Tags uses forward air and punishes his recovery with an F smash, then punishes his counter with an up smash. He sends Navy flying with dash attack, who comes back like a nuclear warhead. He side B's the nice looking air in front of him, then dies to the forward air. It was fun while it lasted, but Navy's run is over. He goes down as one of the most respected players in the Imperialism. Alright, now let's speed through some matches. William vs Deadeye. William hops over a fiery attack and uses an electric-y attack. Deadeye reflects the Arc Thunder, but just barely misses the recovery. He uses his final smash where he summons a giant black hole and sends a powerful laser beam across the screen. It's just another Tuesday for William. He holds his shield for 5 business days and kills after that. Zera vs Shulk, who's played by Spy Games. Spy Games gets a kill, gets a smash ball, and teabags. Yeah, he really showed that Oxygen who's boss. It was all for the lulz though. A rocket ship and turnip later, Zera gets her second win. Pac-Man vs Ridley, Paxter vs Spaceship Eater. After being edge-guarded by an orange, Spaceship Eater doesn't even try to recover. Who would win? A large alien dragon creature or some fruit? It was the fruit. Shout out to Spaceship Eater though. He lives in Australia and had to wake up at 3 in the morning for 3 straight Saturdays to make it to these live streams, all while in the midst of a cyclone.
Which is not great news for me, given if the power goes out, I will not be able to play in the Imperialism tournament.
This man has a Category 4 tropical storm heading his way, and his biggest concern is not making it to a Smash Bros event. Respect. Shizrai and Creepy were next. Except no, Creepy, the Dark Samus player, wasn't responding. We later found out that he fell asleep and was super upset after almost dead. The eliminated Bowser player, who has no idea how to play as Dark Samus, made the emoji movie look entertaining to everyone watching this match. And then Brunswick, the Wolf player, came out of nowhere and took out Penguin Man's Marth and one of Game Deity's Pyrus Spaces. Nothing like using Side B and falling through the stage. That's 2 wins against pretty solid players. Wolf might be a character to look out for. Alright, now the roster's looking interesting, but before I talk about it, check this out. Pit was generated for the casino. Starlow's the player. He agreed and got faux possess. Cool. But then Mii's Sword Fighter was generated. Alex was the player, and he was quite willing to enter. The outcome he spun was territory trade. What happens now is I generate a random character, and whoever it is trades spaces with Mii's Sword Fighter, no questions asked. This had the potential to really shake things up, so everyone paid close attention as I clicked the generate button and watched.
There's just no way.
Mii's Sword Fighters Alex and William's Robin have officially traded spaces. One of the smallest territories swaps with the biggest. Alex was quite pumped about this. William was, morale was at a low for him. Alright, that was crazy, but looking at the rest of the roster, Peach and Mii's Sword Fighter are just a complete mess. Bowser Jr. and Meta Knight have similar spaces. Min Min has 7. Literally, and Wolf has a staircase. A lot of interesting shapes, a lot of interesting possibilities as we continue on. Chris has been generated. He decided to go for Shizrai's Meta Knight. Let's just say he was surprised by Chris's decision. They got a stage which somehow wasn't banned, Mute City. They start off going back and forth here in the middle. They both end up on the upper left platform where Chris gets forward smashed off screen. Shizrai back throws him and gets another kill with forward smash. Chris immediately answers with his own F smash. 1 stock difference now. They're both taking damage from the road. Chris uses that noggin attack a couple times, then hits Shiz towards the left side. He lands on the left platform and waits patiently as Chris makes his way over, and from there he makes his move. Dynamite's Lucas was generated next. He went for Alex, who's coming off a lottery win. The stage they got was Mushroom Kingdom 2. This caused a bit of an outrage because Dynamite couldn't recover on this stage. His PK Thunder would just be absorbed by the wall. This ended up causing him to die twice and lost the game because of it. Everyone tried pinning this on me, even though the players literally voted for this stage to be legal, and this is the poll after I pointed that out. Then people started spamming justice for Lucas everywhere, so I had to do something. I ended up giving Dynamite a guaranteed spot in the next Imperialism video, and something tells me we won't be seeing Mushroom Kingdom 2 ever again. Aurora's Meat Brawler was generated next. He went for Isabelle, but there was a slight issue. Zera was banned from online play just before this match. I don't know how that happens, but we had to find a backup for Isabelle. That's how Bird Boy was summoned, but Aurora's a pretty good player, and yeah, he ended up winning by 2 stocks. And after that, the most anticipated match of the entire Imperialism. The general consensus among the participants was that William and Amari, Robin and Hero were the 2 best players here. And when Hero was generated, Amari reluctantly went for William. The winner of this match could very well end up in the finale. Let's see who it's gonna be. Amari immediately activates Bounce. He lands 2 forward airs as he shields the jab. He down throws as William uses Nos Fair. I'm just gonna say purple attack. Amari forward airs him over the ledge but misses the frizz. William shields the snooze and fares him back out in the air. He goes down and kills with another forward air. A smash ball appears as Amari respawns. He hits William out as he breaks it. William avoids the kaboom as he gets back to the stage. Amari lands a powerful sizzle but can't connect the kaboom. He's not using his final smash since he forgot that the smash ball is much more powerful than the smash meter, which he was more used to. Another sizzle sends William flying again, and from there Amari kills. He shields an arc thunder as William back throws him, removing the smash ball. William snags it with the arc fire and immediately uses it and gets the kill. Amari down throws him a couple of times. He shields the arc fire and activates Bounce. He forward airs into a powerful Caprice to kill back. They're about tied now. They trade as William runs up and forward airs. He's using projectiles, but Amari is just not getting hit by them. He uses side B as William shields the kaboom. He shields a bang too as he misses the arc thunder. Amari activates Bounce. William forward airs him as he ricochets off the ceiling into the open air. He uses zoom to get back. William shields the snooze as he jabs again, and now there's a smash ball. His Thoron attack sends Amari into the ceiling again, which gives him an opportunity to break it. He waits for his chance and uses it. It does big time damage, and William defeats Amari. They exchange some messages after the match on Discord, but ultimately, William is the one moving on. His quest of regaining his lost space starts now. Falco was generated next, except the original Falco wasn't available, so that's how we ended up with the return of Oscar. He was the backup Captain Falcon who got 3-stocked, and now it's time to be the backup Falco. He got 3-stocked again. He went for Meta Knight because everyone else were apparently allies, and yeah, Shizrai was just going off this entire match. He and Oscar ended up getting in an arena after this match, and it seemed competitive. I don't know, it seems like Oscar's good, just specifically not in the Imperialism. Alright, that was the end of day 3. I asked the remaining 16 participants what their thoughts and plans were entering day 4, the final day where the winner will be decided.
I plan to go for me Sword Fighter.
Me Sword Fighter.
Me Sword Fighter.
Me Sword Fighter.
Everyone saw Alex with 11 spaces and wanted it for themselves. But you know what? Alex didn't actually react that way. He knew people would go for him and he was embracing it. Cringy wants to go for Piranha Will, while Piranha Will... Listen, I'm not reading all that, you can read it. Jeet wanted to go for Ken or Min Min, and Brunswick wanted to go for Ken. He also specified that a battle of the purple with Meta Knight must happen. Starlo wanted to attack Tags. He and Shizrai agreed to stay out of each other's way until Robin was down. Epic J was a little more specific. He's trying to keep Robin alive as they're both part of the Zera Mafia apparently. He wants Pit and his Faux Possess gone ASAP, then go for Meta Knight, Wolf, and Min Min after that. And finally, here's the roster going into day 4. Obviously, you got the 2 big purple territories with Shizrai and Brunswick. Game Deity has 1 space. The left side looks like a gender reveal, and you got quite a bit of smaller territories on the right side. Alright, G and Red Case were next up, Rosalina and Terry. Forward air. It was all forward air. This sound gives Red Case nightmares. Ken, the return of Urk. I didn't mention this earlier, but Urk's kind of a meme player on the server. It started when I muted him for a week for the lulz, and he actually went the entire week without speaking. He was also sacrificed to play as Ken because nobody else wanted to. The fact that he's even still alive is kinda crazy, and now he's up against William. He ended up getting 2-stocked, closer than I was expecting though. Alright, now we got a more serious match. Luigi Wins was generated, and he went for the big me sword fighter, Alex.
Hello, what's up?
Hello. Right, make the best man win.
Yep. Yeah, the best man win.
Whoever wins this is going to be in first place. Luigi Wins starts off at 20% due to having 9 less spaces. Alex starts off with a down air and counter. He tries hurling himself but gets met with ice in his face. Luigi Wins has his dash attack countered. He freezes Alex, but somehow he's the one getting hit still. He hammers Alex across the screen. He shields the side B but then runs into his up smash. There goes Nana. Alex forwarders him across the stage. He tries a side B but then dies to the F smash. He immediately enters back and takes a smash ball. He missed the final smash, so Luigi Wins takes the opportunity to fully charge up a forward smash behind him, except Alex manages to counter it. He downbeats Nana specifically as Popo whacks him. What does this man have against Pink Ice Climber? He activates his final smash. Nana gets engulfed and was never seen again. Meanwhile, Alex survives by hurling himself over the iceberg. Now it's a true 1v1. Alex tries grabbing but is facing the wrong way. Luigi Wins whacks him out in the air. Alex pulls the tornado into up air. He has another tornado shielded as he forward smashes. He tries to side B but gets shielded. He immediately counters, which gets punished by the forward smash.
Oh my god, GG's, bro.
What? That was patient, that was, wasn't it?
GG's.
That was very patient of me, wasn't it?
It's one of the bad days I threw. It's not even that, it's him being cocky afterwards, man. That's just not... There were so many people relying on me and wanting me to win. That's just not cool, man.
After winning the Smash Casino lottery, Alex forfeits his space to Luigi Wins. Next up, Starlo was generated and he went for William. He actually has Faux Possess, so William had to play as a character in his space that wasn't Robin. He opted for Me Gunner. If William were to lose any match, it would be this one. Let's see how it goes. Alright, well they're both starting off fast. Starlo dash attacks William far and just shoots a bunch of arrows. William hops left and gets up smashed. A smash ball pops in and Starlo gets it, only to immediately die. They reflect their reflectors. William gets an up smash into 2 up airs. A forward smash sends Starlo into the blast zone and gives William the lead. Starlo comes back with his own smash attacks. A forward air over the ledge gets the kill. Now they're both on opposite sides. They're just clicking buttons. William makes his way over and up smashes. He sends a projectile but has it reflected. Another up smash puts Starlo over 110. He lands and goes for a dash attack, which gets shielded and punished. I heard a lot of good things about Starlo's pit, and William was able to defeat him as a character that isn't his main. Also, now's a good time to mention, he's not actually a Robin main, he's a Ness main, so Robin isn't even his main character. Anyways, the final match before the final Smash Casino was the anticipated Battle of the Purple. Brunswick went for Shizrai, and the winner of this becomes eligible for the Empire Clause. Where we're in Saffron City. They start off by attacking each other. Shizrai F smashes Brunswick out left, and that's how they ended up on this platform. Shiz side B's back to the main platform. Brunswick's punching him into the wall, a smash ball drops in. Shizrai clicks up B, he lands and gets up smashed. They both go for the smash ball, Brunswick ends up with it, but he misses and dies. Now they're both on this platform. They're somehow managing to hit everything but each other. Shiz hits him for the 3-pointer, nothing but net. Brunswick gives up quite a bit of damage before answering back. Soon after that, a Shizrai forward smash seals the game. He wins the Battle of the Purple and officially has 22 spaces. Alright, it's time for the final Smash Casino. Pranawill's first up. He agreed and got items on, so that obviously means items will be on for his next match. Then Game Deity got generated for the casino a third time. He also got items on. How convenient. Alright, let's keep going. Game Deity was generated. Why does the generator love Pyra so much? He goes for the large territory of ice climbers, but here's the thing. Game Deity would usually be at a 30% disadvantage. It's 11 to 1 spaces, but he still has that disadvantage percentage from earlier, and because of that, Luigi wins is actually the one with the big disadvantage. One Mithra side B and he's already over 50. Game Deity throws a bomb at him and Nana specifically goes flying. The scripts turn when a smash ball appears and Luigi wins takes it. He freezes Game Deity and kills him with ice. While he's in ice, he immediately answers back. Magic School Bus is malfunctioning. We were not meant to see this. Game Deity kills with up B. Luigi wins, answers back, but he's already at 47. He just starts twirling. He shields a baseball going 250 miles per hour, then shields an up B. He then gets smacked to the ground and dies to the up smash. Luigi wins, run is over, and Game Deity just got a big expansion. With that, we're officially in the final 10. No more Smash Casino, no more taking out the winners from the generator. It's time to decide the winner of this entire thing. Shizrai's had a dominant run so far, and he has 2 lives now, so he went for it. He decided to attack William. It's a low risk, high reward scenario for him. Let's see how it goes. Shizrai starts off with the upper hand, but then he gets arc fired and HP sucky thinged. William arc fires him again, then up smashes into an up air. He pulls that same combo again and gets the kill. He uses that beam attack as he breaks the smash ball. He lands it and already kills again. Shizrai's finally starting to wake up, but William's still bringing the pressure. He tries reading the down teleport and ends up missing the Thoron, but then Shiz drops in front of him, in which he clicks a forward smash. A 3 stock. Shizrai's still alive, but took a big hit to his space. William comes right back as he gets generated and goes for Ness. Cringy had a lot of self-confidence going into this match. He gets hit up left, then up, then right, then dies. But hey, he's sort of answering back. Actually, he is answering back. A back air sends William flying, a forward air finishes him off. No one could believe it. Cringy actually got a stock. And then he started getting dominated again. He goes for this smash ball while William's going for him. He tries to snag it with a PK Thunder, but was too late. Final smash gets the kill screen, but doesn't kill. However, when trying to recover, he kind of ended up in a soft lock situation where he had to die. Yeah, rip Ness. That's William's 8th win as he crosses 25 spaces. More than enough for that second life. Epic J is up next. He had several options, but he decided to go for Shizrai, who's coming off a loss. He starts off pretty well, then Epic J uses the side B into the down air into the up air. He lands an up air, then drives into Shiz and uses forward air. He pulls another side B into fair to send him flying. Shizrai comes back and attacks with the down B. He shields a forward air and uses one of his own. He neutral airs him over the ledge. Epic J uses the water to rush to the other side. The jab puts Shiz at 97. Epic J misses the Mecha Koopa throw, but not the side B. He rushes over and kills with forward air. Now we got a smash ball on screen, but Epic J is bringing the aerial combos. Shizrai hits him out with a down special and breaks it. Epic J is trying to keep his distance. Eventually he goes in for the down air, then pulls the side B into forward air again. Now they're kinda just hopping around there. Shiz uses the final smash and kills. Epic J comes back and up smashes. He up Bs and misses the forward air but lands the back air for the kill. 2 up airs and 2 Mecha Koopa explosions later, Shizrai is already at 49. Epic J side Bs into forward air. He tries doing it again but misses the fair. He shields the F smash and tries using one of his own but gets dimensional caped. Now they're both just standing there. Shiz tries side B but misses and gets caught in a Mecha Koopa explosion. Epic J tries finishing him off with a forward air but misses. Now Shizrai is getting some hits off. He jabs as a smash ball drops. He forward smashes both it and Epic J. He breaks it and immediately uses it but misses.
I did not mean to press that. I did not mean to press that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
William and Epic J team up to take down Shizrai. Meta Knight is officially eliminated. Paxter was generated next. He wants to avenge Luigi wins. He went for Game Deity's Pyra.
Hello.
Hello.
Waka waka. May the best one win.
Yeah, man, for sure.
A Mithra neutral B and side B is virtually all it takes to bring Paxter to 56%. He up smashes Game Deity into a fire hydrant. He gets side B'd again, but air dodges the Pyra side B. He drops a fire hydrant, then gets up specialed across the stage. Paxter clicks forward smash for the kill, and Game Deity answers back relatively quickly. From there, they're just about evenly going back and forth. Game Deity jabs Paxter over the ledge. He tries getting back with the power pellet, but gets interrupted by the up B and dies. From there, Game Deity stays aggressive, but then gets locked into jabbing the fire hydrant, where Paxter takes the chance to F smash. A smash ball appears as Paxter gets side B'd. Game Deity takes it. Paxter's hopping around the stage trying to avoid getting hit. Game Deity eventually unleashes and gets nothing but the fire hydrant. Actually, not even the fire hydrant. Paxter kills with back air after that. He uses his fire hydrant to attack. He starts pulling the combos before getting interrupted. He ends up in a blazing end, but gets saved by his fire hydrant's water. He forward throws and chucks a strawberry. Game Deity gets back, which launches the fire hydrant and hits Paxter dead on. It kills.
Good games, man. Seriously. That was really close.
Yeah.
Dude, you're good, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
so many Pac-Man clips.
Plus,
I watched way too many.
a really unfortunate stage against the zoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can literally just jump over it.
Yeah. If the platforms weren't there, I'd be dead, bro.
He had a good run, but Paxter's Pac-Man is officially eliminated. William's back. This time he goes for Me Brawler, Aurora. He starts off with 20% as we enter the 86th match. William immediately uses Thunder. A few aerials later he's over 50. Aurora finally responds, but then gets forward aired. William traps him in fire and kills. A Smash Ball spawns soon after. William breaks it and kills again. He's healing more HP than he's losing right now. He hits Aurora with a Thunder, then runs over and finishes him off with the forward smash. Most of you watching don't really know these players, but Aurora was actually one of the better players going into this. He's not bad, it's just that William's insane right now. Epic J was generated again, and he went for Game Deity.
Hello.
Hello.
Game Deity's clicking up attacks. He tries side Bing the side B, but instead gets up air twice, and then uses the side B. Epic J shields the neutral air. He pulls the side B into two up airs. He side B's again into Game Deity's shield. He up smashes him straight up and sends out a Mecha Koopa. He uses it to send Game Deity back out in the air and kills with forward air. Not too long after, he down smashes Epic J over the ledge, then up B's the recovery. The Smash Ball comes in soon after. They're both getting hits off on it. Epic J snags it. He immediately uses it and nearly kills, and then, I don't know what the heck happened here, but Game Deity's dead. Epic J side B's into the up airs. He parries the down air and ditches the clown cart. The explosion launches Game Deity diagonally, where Epic J tries using forward air but misses. He neutral airs him over the ledge. He goes down and side B's him into the wall, ricocheting him into the blast zone.
Good game.
Good game.
That's not all though. Epic J was immediately generated again, and this time he went for tags, Peach. He side B's into the down air. From there he uses up air several times. Another side B into back air has tags already at 78. Epic J kills soon after with the jab. This man is not holding back. He up throws into three up airs. He tries the up B into bear but misses. He forward airs as he lands, sends out a Mecha Koopa and side B's. The Koopa explodes in Peach's hands, which sends tags directly towards Epic J, where he uses up air into up B to gain some height and forward air to kill again. From there he up throws into the aerials, he down throws and eventually uses the up B into forward air for another kill. He 3-stocks. Bowser Jr. won all this space with those two matches. I never mentioned it, but Game Deity's still alive thanks to the Empire Clause. William was generated next, and he went for Piranha Will's Min Min. Here's the thing though, this match is gonna have items on thanks to Piranha Will's Smash Casino effect. William has 2 lives though, so even if he loses, he's good. Piranha Will's falling behind, but then sends out a Metroid, which William gets wombo comboed by. He sends a drill, then chucks its remains to kill. William traps Piranha Will in fire on the ledge and gets a very powerful forward smash off. He eventually kills as a Smash Ball floats around. Piranha Will hits it, which makes it turn left. William jumps for it, but loses track of where it's at and falls too far. He can't recover and dies. Piranha Will takes the Smash Ball and brings William to 57% with it. William sends a Thunder, which breaks the fake Smash Ball and deals big damage. P-Will sends out a Thwomp as he back throws William. Now William's gotta navigate around it as Piranha Will keeps hitting him over the ledge. Piranha Will summons Nick Fury, but he just keeps killing himself over and over. He hits William over the ledge again and unleashes the Dragon Forward Smash. The laser kills.
Yes! Let's go! That's his boss! Is this recording? I hope it is. Let everybody know that I'm the champ and no one can beat me, okay?
Piranha Will says he's the champ and no one can beat him. I'm sure that won't age poorly. Items were on, but Piranha Will is the only player to defeat William so far. We'll see if he has some late game resurgence. Jeet's Rosalina was generated next. He had plenty of options, but he ultimately opted to go for Piranha Will. At Piranha Will, please, let me win. What? I'm surrounded by you. I have to attack you. Oh, since you have 2 lives, can you let me win, please? No. These two had actually been quite friendly with each other and were in sort of an alliance, but now they're forced to battle each other. G has a 20% disadvantage, and he quickly gets to the red percentage as Piranha will attacks from a distance. He neutralizes G to the top right, and when he tries recovering, he goes through the stage and back out. Okay, he breaks this Smash Ball and activates it. Piranha Will gets caught inside the star but lives. Dude, how far do those arms reach? Up smash into a forward throw, into the dragon forward smash, into the dragon forward smash, boom, that's another kill. G immediately answers back. From there, Piranha Will just keeps his momentum going. He back throws and is trying to forward smash again, but keeps missing. Eventually, he's in the perfect position to up smash, and he does exactly that. He wins again. Orange. Everything is orange. Epic J has been generated. Oh hi, please don't attack me, please. Well, now I want to attack you. Min Min. So here we have it. Epic J vs Piranha Will. Iggy vs Min Min. We're on Big Blue, and they're starting off on opposite sides. Epic J throws a Mecha Koopa. Piranha Will hops over it. He makes his way towards the middle as he's dodging projectiles. He tries going back when Epic J approaches him, but gets hit by the road. His arms are just out of reach. Epic J throws a Mecha Koopa, but misses the down air. He's stalling in the air over Piranha Will. He comes down in neutral airs, which sends him into the road again. He's trying to land an aerial. Piranha Will back throws him. He gets back in neutral airs. He's holding a Mecha Koopa as he gets back throwed again, exploding mid-throw. Piranha Will nairs on the way back. He tries F smash but gets forward aired. When rolling back to the stage, he gets side beat and dies. Now he's trying to keep his distance while throwing punches. He lands a forward smash with the dragon. They both end up on the right platform and now they're off screen. Piranha Will hits the road again. Epic J tries to up air but gets smacked to the ground. He goes double neutral air into forward air but misses the forward smash. Piranha Will tries grabbing him but gets side beat for another death. Now he's on the middle platform. He's trying to attack from a distance. Epic J throws a Mecha Koopa which explodes him to the right platform. Piranha Will's trying to keep him away, but Epic J manages to make his way over. He up tilts into the up air, into the down air. He tries up B into forward air but misses. When Piranha Will recovers, Epic J is there with a Mecha Koopa. It explodes, sending Will into his up air. He down airs into the road, and now he's back on the middle platform at 90%. Epic J sending projectiles. Will nairs him off screen but misses the forward smash. Epic J comes in from above and shields the F smash. He tries a back air but misses. He dodge rolls and ends up getting up smashed. Now he's on the other side. He sends a charged up cannonball across the stage which hits Piranha Will dead on but doesn't kill. He lands back and shields another cannonball. A forward smash sends Epic J flying back. Now Piranha Will's standing there as he chucks more cannonballs. One of them falls and hits him. Now they're playing dodgeball. Epic J falls into the road and kills himself. When he comes back, he slaps Piranha Will with the forward air, and that does it. He wins this match.
GG's.
GG's. I forgot about the road.
At least I didn't get destocked. That's all I'm mad at.
Yeah, you did get free stocked. Well played.
Okay,
see you later.
bye. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Epic J was generated. He went for Piranha Will.
Long time no see.
Oh yeah, it's been ages, bro.
Iggy vs Min Min, match 2. If Piranha Will loses, he's eliminated. Piranha Will starts off with a 20% disadvantage. Epic J makes his way down and starts clicking up air. A lot. Piranha Will manages to avoid the clown card explosion though. Epic J's got a Mecha Koopa walking around on the roof there. He grabs it, falls down, and snipes Piranha Will with it. He forward throws him over the ledge, and now he's trying to ledge trap, but Piranha Will manages to get back and uses a forward smash. They switch sides. He has an attack parried and tries grabbing, but gets side beat and it kills. Will gets a double forward smash off. They're on opposite sides. A smash ball comes out of nowhere and Epic J easily gets it. I don't know exactly what happened, but he managed to kill again with his final smash. Now he has a big lead. He misses the up B into forward air combo, then sends out a Mecha Koopa. Epic J back throws Piranha Will into the Mecha Koopa. When he tries recovering, he uses up B so the clown card explosion causes big damage. He tries to meteor smash here, which would have been an insane clip, but he mistimes it. Piranha Will recovers near the top. Epic J tries making his way up with up special, but Piranha Will takes advantage of that and uses an up air into up B. Epic J manages to grab and down throw him. He drops a Mecha Koopa with perfect accuracy. He tries killing with side B and misses, but from there Piranha Will's outside recovery range, he falls into the blast zone and dies. So with that, Piranha Will is eliminated. And so that leaves us with the final 3. Game Deity's Pyra, William's Robin, and Epic J's Bowser Jr. Or Iggy, I guess. For the 3rd time in a row, Epic J has been generated. He could have gone for William, but he decided to attack Game Deity. That's like the 5th person he's invaded. This man has turned into the British Empire.
Hello.
Top 3.
Yes.
No matter what happens, may the best man win.
May the best one. Well, sorry. Dang it. I can't speak, I swear.
It's 61 spaces against 10, so Pyra's starting at 20%. Right off the bat, Epic J sends a Mecha Koopa which explodes in Game Deity's hands. He uses down air as Game Deity jumps over his side B. They're clicking aerials. Game Deity tries a Mithra side B but ends up in a Mecha Koopa explosion. He uses another side special and hits with a fairly charged up neutral B. They side B each other as Epic J tries the forward air but misses. He parries an up B and punishes with back air. He kills with up smash. He's doing more damage as a smash ball appears. Game Deity uses up B which kills Epic J and hits the smash ball. He jumps over and breaks it. He's waiting for the perfect chance to use it but makes the foolish mistake of using it directly in front of his opponent. Logic. Game Deity gets jabbed as he hops over a side B while recovering. Epic J manages to recover but then gets forward smashed as he makes his way back to the stage. Epic J up throws into the back air for the kill. Game Deity comes back at 20%. Check this out. Epic J down tilts into a side B. He lunges upwards. The clown card explosion sets up the forward air. From there he gifts Game Deity a Mecha Koopa. The explosion angles him perfectly for the forward air, which easily kills.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Hey.
On
Yeah, I'll take it. You know?
Yeah, a very good result. Well done.
Yep. And now, it's you and William.
Oh, God, there we go.
All right. The final showdown. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I'll see you later.
And with that one, Game Deity has been eliminated, which means we have made it to the final two. William and Epic J, Robin and Bowser Jr. They've both had their crazy moments. They've both taken out dominant players. They've both won a combined who knows how many matches. And now, they've both made it to the end.
Hey,
We have reached the end.
we reach until the end. Alright.
Good luck.
Let's do this. Good luck.
Here we go.
William has 2 lives, Epic J has 3. They stepped into the arena, and from there will keep battling until the winner of the first ever Smash Bros Imperialism with real people is decided. Both sides immediately use a move. William jumps over the cannonball as he arc fires the Mecha Koopa. He gets down aired as he retaliates with 2 forward airs. Epic J shields the thunder attack as he gets up throwed. William misses an arc fire and now they're dodging each other's grabs. Epic J drives into him and uses 3 up airs. Now William's on the railing at the top. He comes down and clicks arc fire. He tries the purple attack but misses. Epic J tries the uppy explosion but William shields it and moves out of the way. He launches a cannonball which hits. William blocks the jab and uses dash attack out of shield. Next came a period of no damage, just sort of threatening each other and blocking attacks. Eventually William lands a powerful forward air, then another one when Epic J got back. He's standing next to the ring. He hops back in and has a neutral air shielded. He reacts quickly to jump over the Thoron. He shields another one and drives past William to click back air. They both throw projectiles that don't land, but then William lands on top of the Mecha Koopa which explodes in his hands. Epic J tries the cannonball but William deflects it. A Robin dash attack sends him flying. He shields a back air and immediately up smashes for the kill. William comes back with a forward air, but Epic J returns with a down air Mecha Koopa explosion into aerials. William finally kills with the forward air. He dodges another clown card explosion but gets caught in the side B into forward air. William arc fires and does the HP sucky thing. He misses a Thoron but lands a couple jabs. He traps Epic J in another arc fire and up smashes. Epic J unleashes a Mecha Koopa that William barely throws away on time. He uses a forward air into an up air to get the kill. Epic J comes back and immediately back airs. Another one gets the kill. Now they're both at 1 stock. William arc fires as he respawns. He uses a forward air as Epic J makes his way back. He misses an arc fire as he charges up his thunder attack. Epic J tried to neutral air, grab and side B him but he missed all 3. William threatens with forward air as he misses the Thoron. Epic J up throws him into up air and back air. William tries an arc fire as he gets handed a Mecha Koopa. Epic J up throws him as it explodes. They swap sides. William's arc fire falls short as he shields a neutral air. He gets side B'd once, then again as Epic J uses forward air. He launches a cannonball as William tries coming back. He reads the air dodge and punishes it with up smash. Epic J makes his way up and kills with the forward air. Okay. So Epic J won match 1. That leaves William with 8 spaces, so as we enter match 2, if he loses again, he's eliminated, and Epic J wins. But if he wins, then he takes half of Epic J's space, and that leaves both of them with multiple lives. Let's see what happens. William vs Epic J, match 2. We're in Final Destination as we head into what very well could be the final match. William's at 30%. William immediately charges up his thunder attack. He hops over the projectiles but misses the arc thunder. Epic J side Bs but only gets 1 up air off after that. He uses back air and sends out a Mecha Koopa. He grabs it and drops it in for the explosion. He sends another and ledge traps with the clown card explosion. When William recovers, Epic J makes his move with side B and kills, and I'm just now realizing that was a 0 to death. William's using hits but they're just not landing. Epic J side Bs into an up air. He shields the jab and uses back air out of it. He side Bs into another back air. He has a forward smash shielded but then hits with side B. William finally finally attacks with down throw, but then he gets up smashed. Epic J chucks a Mecha Koopa at him. He shields the explosion and jumps over with side B. He uses the purple attack and lets out a quick thunder. Epic J tries the clown card explosion, but William moves out of the way as a Smash Ball appears. He back airs him away and tries going for it. The cannon animation drops him further than he'd like, but somehow manages to recover. William runs up for it, but Epic J manages to break it first. He uses it and easily kills. William arc fires into up smash. He uses multiple up airs to bring Epic J over 100 on his first stock. He back throws him and charges up the thunder. He shields the cannonball as he runs up and gets fair. William lands a back air and finally kills. A late comeback is unlikely, but not impossible. Epic J comes back and tries dash grabbing. William forward airs him, but arc fires the wrong way. He shields a neutral air and hops over the clown card dash. He has an arc fire shielded as Epic J hits with side B, but that's it. William takes HP and lands a Thoron attack. He barely dodges a cannonball as Epic J down tilts him and explodes the clown cart. He gets forward throwed, but then back throws back. He tries meteor smashing. Epic J goes back down with the neutral air, and they both manage to recover. William gets out of the way of the clown cart explosion and forward airs. He misses a Thoron and gets jabbed as a Smash Ball appears. Epic J not only breaks it, but he breaks it with style. He uses it from there, and I don't know what you do if you're William. And so, the winner of the first ever Smash Bros Imperialism with real people is Epic J Rules. Bowser Jr. or Iggy, I guess, but Bowser Jr. for the sake of accuracy.
GG.
Yep.
I did it. Yeah.
Deserve it though. You're the better player among all of us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We hope you can play again sometime.
Yeah, me too. Your Robin is really good, honestly. Alright, I'll see you later.
See you later.
Here's how the roster evolved over 95 matches. Epic J played 11 matches and didn't lose a single one. He went 11-0. And as for Robin, he's now lost in the finals. Twice. But yeah, that's Smash Bros Imperialism with real people, #1. I'll see you in the next one, where I'm sure many of these players will be back, along with some new faces.